When it comes to Moffat, you always have to keep your guard up. Where are you going with this? Can you tell me? That's 3 episodes down the line. Doctor Who, Series 10, Episode 5, Extremis, or Extremis. I can't figure out which of the two. Because this was a rather interesting episode, I'm going to do 2 things. One, I'm going to talk about it a little bit vaguely, and then the second time, we're going to go in a little bit more depth. First part is just for these people who haven't seen the episode yet, just so you know what you're getting yourself into. That's about it. And then once I say, have a nice day, we're going to get into some spoiler territory. But I will say that I will not ruin one element, because I'm going to save that for the end. We found out what's in that vault. I'm not saying that even in the spoiler section. So, let's get into it. So, the Doctor is blind. That much is clear since the last episode. I'm not really giving away spoilers here. However, when it comes to the plot at hand, the Vatican comes in and says, hey, we have a group of people who actually read this thing that nobody knows about, and it's called the Veritas. People have died after reading it. It apparently has the biggest secret of all, and we want you to read it, Doctor, to figure out what's going on. So the Doctor's like, alright, fine, sure, in all of his weird wisdom and whatnot, but he enlists Nardole and Bill to help, and we figure out what's going on in this episode, especially since this mysterious book is just leading everyone to commit suicide. And it's a fairly interesting episode, if not a tad bit confusing at first, but once it gets going, it has its moments of being very thought-provoking. But it does lead to an overarching plot that stops being thought-provoking and just interesting. So that's my vague, weird little review to it. I like it, but it's nothing huge. It's just the start. To be clear, no spoilers on what's in that vault. We're getting into spoiler territory, by the way. With the whole thing with the Vatican, that story element, we essentially figure out that Nardole, Bill, and the Doctor, they're a part of this big program because this alien race wants to take over the world. Before they do, they make a makeshift world that's having everything in it, and everybody's in it, and everybody believes that they're real, blah, blah, blah. You know the whole thing, like the Matrix. Anyone who's read the Veritas realizes that that's the truth, they didn't want that, and so they kill themselves, and that brings the shocking revelation that Nardole, Bill, and Doctor are all part of this program too. Which is kind of strange if you ask me, the Doctor being part of the program because he's an alien and a Time Lord and all that. That was a bit of a plot hole, and why create a book if you're a part of the whole entire structure of a program that reveals all the secrets, unless that's kind of how computers work. There's that secret code that just makes your computer blow up. Great job. So the Doctor gets a little clever and says, hey, those little sunglasses of mine, they were recording everything from the moment that I put them on because they're psychically linked, and I'm going to email myself in the real world and call for help. And so the real Doctor essentially goes, oh, okay, something really big's going to happen. So he pretty much calls Bill, says, hey, take care of what you need to take care of because something's coming. And everything else is pretty much spoiler territory from here that I do not want to mention until the finale of my episode reviews. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you want to mention any spoilers, please say so before you actually say anything. But other than that, feel free, let me know what you thought down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time.